Welcome back, everyone. I am the World Archivist, here to tell you the many stories of the wider multiverse. In this video, we return to the world of Iron Harvest, as we cover the events of the Great War, starting with Operation Sonnenaufgang. And I do apologize if I mispronounce any of the names. As always, if you enjoy what I do, consider leaving a like, a conversational comment for the algorithm, and subscribe to the channel. I post new videos every week. And if there are any sources of lore for Iron Harvest that you recommend I check out, do let me know in the comments below. It will all be very much appreciated. But for now, on to the story. The cold air bit at the Saxony soldiers as they advanced through the Polanian countryside. But the weather failed to dampen their spirits. Least of all, the Crown Prince, Wilhelm, who resided within a mech of perfected engineering, which cast a commanding aura over the battlefield. The young prince eagerly anticipated the battles that were sure to come. Oh, sure, he had no doubt that the armies of his dear Saxony will crush the Polanians and Rusviets under the boots of their soldiers. But he, like many other Saxonian men, came for the adventure on the front lines and the chance to fight for the fatherland. It would be a damn shame if this campaign turned out to be little more than a pleasant stroll through the countryside. This string of thoughts was broken when movement was spotted within the forest on the left side of the path they were taking. The order was given to halt, and scouts were sent forward, much to the prince's annoyance. For if the enemy was there, a meager handful of soldiers would be insufficient. They should advance as one and... The scouts were suddenly cut down in a surprisingly accurate barrage of machine gun fire. It was an ambush. But despite the shock of the attack and the quickly mounting casualties, the famed discipline of the Saxony forces held firm as the infantry deployed in a staggered line. Rifle fire, supported by the weapons of Wilhelm's mech, crashed into the advancing Polanian lines, cutting down dozens of infantry while forcing countless others to take cover. But many more were still able to shoot. Moments later, the Polanian soldiers were reinforced by several mechs identified as Strasniks, their heavy machine guns ripping into Saxonian lines before a few were brought down by Wilhelm's cannons. Moments later, a trio of Simalis joined the fight, utilizing their speed and more slender frames to blitz Saxony forces. Things were happening so fast, but the prince refused to flee. He would not retreat in the face of the enemy, for his honor as Crown Prince of Saxony would be tarnished if he did so. No. He would live up to the legacy of his ancestors, perhaps even surpass them. But it would seem fate had other plans, for the tide was quickly turning against them thanks to one simple detail. The Polanians had a sizable mech force, and the Saxonians did not. A detail which was confirmed by Colonel Johann Strasbourg, the commanding officer in charge of this section of the vanguard, who was finally able to contact the Crown Prince.
My prince, you need to pull back before the Polanians overwhelm us. You would have me abandon the battle in the face of the enemy? I would have you not throw your life away in a pointless last stand, especially this early into the war. You are the heir to the throne. If you die, the Empire is doomed. So go, While there's still time, we'll cover your retreat and follow you.
The prince remained silent for but a moment before disengaging his mech, preparing to pull back as suggested.
Very well. We shall regroup with the main army. But mark my words, if I find out that you or any of your men threw your own lives away, I will personally drag you out of hell and kill you again myself. This war is only just begun, and Saxony will need every last available fighting man to defend it.
If you stayed around this far, thank you so much for watching. More videos on the Great War are on the way, so be sure to stay tuned for those. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your week, and farewell.